The best way to enhance your vocabulary is to go for a scientific method, and a scientific method for improving your vocabulary is called the RPS method, where RPS stands for roots, prefixes and suffixes. So if you remember the roots, prefixes and suffixes of certain words, then you can enlarge your vocabulary, and you can also coin new words using this method. Let me explain with an example what I mean by RPS method. Let us take the example of a root word CID or CIS, which is called SID or SIS. Now if you take the word suicide, you can see that the root word CID exists in the word suicide. SUI is another root word, sui, which means self, and CID is a root word which means cut or kill. So suicide means to cut oneself, that is self-destruction. Similarly, if you take the word fratricide, here you can see the root word frater, F-R-A-T-R, frater, which means brotherhood or something related to brother, and CID, SID, which means to cut. So fratricide is killing of one's own brother. Similarly, if you take the word matricide, where the root word is matr, M-A-T-R, matr, which means something related to mother, and SID, CID, which means cut or kill. So matricide is killing of one's own mother. Similarly, if you take the word patricide, where P-A-T-R, patr, is the root word which means father, and CID is the root word which means to cut or kill. So patricide is killing of one's own father. Similarly, if you take the word uxoricide, U-X-O-R, uxor, which means wife, and CID, which means cut or kill. So uxoricide is the killing of one's own wife. Killing of dogs, that is called cynicide, C-Y-N-I-C-I-D-E, cynicide. Now here the root word is cyno, C-Y-N-O, cyno, which means something related to dogs or canines. So the fear of dogs is called as cynophobia. Similarly, the killing of dog is called as cynicide, C-Y-N-I-C-I-D, cynicide. Similarly, if you take the root word phobia, phobia means fear, fear of something. So you can remember a lot of words. For instance, if you take the word agoraphobia, agoraphobia means fear of open spaces, where agora means open spaces. So agoraphobia is fear of open spaces. If you take the word claustrophobia, claustro, the root word claus, C-L-A-U-S, claus, means closed spaces or confined spaces. So, and the root word phobia means fear. So claustrophobia means fear of closed spaces. Similarly, if you take the word caninophobia, that is fear of dogs, caninophobia, or you can also say cynophobia. Similarly, if you take the word hematophobia, hemato is, which means blood, like you have, it's there from the word hemoglobin. So hemo means blood, and phobia is fear. So hematophobia is fear of blood.